Well, the truck is in the garage. Managed to get the frame in here after about a day and a half of moving around stuff. Coming along, transmission's out. Engine's still in there, but I cut the back bolts off for the U-bolts for the rear axle. There's a top piece that goes over this. I gotta buy a new one. I don't know what it's called, but it just holds down the whole assembly. So I'm gonna clean that up. And then for this, I don't know if anyone knows this on YouTube, but I'd appreciate it if you could get me a hack on that. I don't think this is what spins, this right here, because I have noticed that there's something, like, must be a drive shaft inside of this beam, and I don't know if this is a weld in here or this is sealed, so I don't know if it'd be safe to sandblast around here or not without getting things back in there. I don't know anything about rear axles, so I was hoping someone could help me out with that. But yeah, I'm gonna get a lot done this winter. Just to start, I've been working on this a little bit here, but you can see I sandblasted all that half, and it's taken way too much sand to do it. So what I think I'm gonna do is this year I just wire wheeled a little bit compared to that. So I think I'll wire wheel it, and it still leaves grease on here, but then I'll go over it real quick with sand just to get the majority of the rust off. And I'll do that on the side and bottoms. And then on the inside I'll have to sandblast it, but yeah, transmission's right there. It's out now, and a lot of grease. Got the let's see here. The engine, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I can't justify to get the head reworked and then put this back on the same thing. It's just not, that's not what I want to do. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna try and take it apart and then put new pistons and rings in it. But I'm not sure if, I don't know if anyone else knows this either. The bearings on the crankshaft, are they fitted, or are they just, they're pressure fitted, or if they'll come off when I go to take off the connecting rods, because I don't know anything about bearings. But I was just going to try and leave the crankshaft in it and then just take out, run a cylinder or a hole through the cylinders just to clean it up, and then get some new pistons or clean these ones up. I don't know, probably just get new ones, see how much they are, and then some new rings for sure. But then I was going to clean it out with brake clean and make sure there's no metal fragments in the engine or nothing. But someone could answer that for me, I'd appreciate it. But other than that, it's going pretty good. So I'm just trying to video record everything so I can remember how everything was when I go back to look at it. There's a rust hole here on the frame I'm going to have to weld up. I just bought a welder. I gotta go pick it up in about a week or so. They didn't have them. So I got a Hobart. It seems like a pretty good one, but yeah, here's where I sandblasted. So yeah. Now I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Probably work my way up, I suppose. Now I got the rear axles just sitting there. I could start grinding or a lot of different things. I might, I'm going to take off the cover of the transmission to see if, it seemed like one gear wasn't going into it. It wasn't shifting into gear correctly, so I don't know what's up with that. I'll see if, I don't really know much about transmissions, but I'll see what's going on with that. But I just cut off those for here, for the rear axle. I just cut off the bolts, and they're like $13 each bolt, and I wasn't really gonna not buy new bolts. It's just whatever, easiest just to cut it off and get new ones and do it right. So coming along. What else? These lifters here, I don't know, you probably can't see anything. The lifters here are alright and whatnot, but I don't know, I'm just not sure what to do with this engine. Because I don't really have the money to pay someone to rebuild the whole thing, but I can't afford to put a reed-on head over pistons like this. It's just not. Here's the head, by the way. I redid the rock arms on it. I gotta spray it off with brake clean now, but I just pounded them all apart, and then I used some Scotch-Brite just to kind of clean it up. And I was gonna buy a little cylinder hone for the rocker arms, and then do the bushings a little bit better, but I couldn't find it at the parts store, so I said screw it. And I just used Scotch-Brite and cleaned them up pretty good. I mean, they're fine for it. Once you get oil in there, they'll be alright. So that's just sitting on top there. I didn't bolt it back on. But took off the radiator and all that, so water pump's right here. Harmonic balancer, I don't know how that comes off. I didn't even look at that yet. I gotta clean those holes, they're filled with junk. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Hopefully get some more done, and I'll keep everyone posted. Thanks for watching.